Hi everybody, how are you doing? Are you enjoying this really lovely weather? Did you have a good weekend? Martin and I went out. We went to the Lichfield farmers market. We thought we'd do that. It's something a little bit different. Because we haven't been to Lichfield for a while, and we thought we'd go. So we did, and the whole idea was to go to the market and pick up some things for a picnic in Beacon Park. With the sun out, we thought it would be nice to go and sit by the statue. They've got a nice little water feature, not the one with the lions. Unfortunately, they didn't actually have the water coming out of the lions because they were probably trying to save water. But we did see a little water, a little pond. There is a pond now by some bushes, just by the tennis courts, and it's near the tennis courts actually. It's sort of near the St Andrew's House flats and the tennis courts, and that Titanic guy. So it's opposite that statue, and it's a little pond that's that they've got now with rockeries around it, and it's really nice. You can sort of sit on the wall and enjoy it. But anyway, that was the whole idea, to go and sit there and put the tables and chairs out. So at the market, we looked around the stalls, and I was hoping to see the lovely couple Naturally Lovely products that they sell, because I thought I'd buy some more. So I'm going to show you what I bought. Okay, I bought this. I hurt my finger when we were having the picnic. I sliced just the little bit where the nail is with the knife. We had a cheese knife, and it went into that bit there, and all this blood spurted out. And, oh goodness! So we had to sort of cut the picnic short because of that, so I could get home and put a plaster on it. But it was only towards the end of the picnic that happened. So we did enjoy some picnic time. But anyway, let me get back to this, and then I'll tell you about the picnic. But so yes, so I bought this. And it's gorgeous, isn't it? I like the cup. It's all hand painted as well. As I say, she gets these cups from charity shops and fills them with the candles. And it's very boho, isn't it? All these lovely colours, all raised and hand painted, very pretty. And she told me a little story about this. She said that, I think it was, she went to London one day and she saw these for about £40. These cups. and she said she found it in the charity shop, didn't pay much for it. Yeah. So what does it say? Handmade. Handmade, food safe. Yeah. So there we go. It's got a nice little pattern here. It's very pretty. And you want to know what the candle is? She's also put stones, little stones in it as well, which I love. I love that little touch she does. So it's actually soy orange essential oil. Beautiful. And I paid £8 for that. Gorgeous. It is very, very orangey. And I love these wicks as well. These sort of, is it cedar wood or something like that? But I love it. So I bought that. Put that there. And then I bought this. She puts it in little bags, which is nice. And this is a cleansing bar. Smells very herby. So it's a herbal one made with lots of salt. Like lots of sea salt and everything. And she says when you use this, she says it's going to really foam up and make lots of foam. So I like it. It's a nice big bar as well. Really big. I didn't know, but you can buy these online as well. You can, I didn't know she had an online store, but she does. Yeah. So, and this here is a beautiful crocheted flannel. So I had to buy another one, and I thought I'll buy it in green because green is a nice relaxing colour, and once again it's nice and soft, and when you wash your face it soaks up all the water. I did actually have a word with her about a towel and said, oh, if you make towels, they don't have to be big, they could be about that big, you know, quite, you know, sort of that big, but that would be a lot of crocheting really for her. But she did, you know, I think it would be too much, yeah. So but she did seem to think it was a good idea all the same. Just a lot of work to make a big towel, because she has to, you know, sort of make all these things as well, so which is understandable. What else did I get? Oh yes, the magic of whipped body butter, lavender and rose, with added vitamin and vitamin E and rosehip oil. So I did buy another body butter, and I thought lavender and rose would be really once again it's so silky. Look at that, look at the shine. You can see it, you can see the shine. Look at that. And that could be used on the face. I'll use these on the face and my neck and everything. But yeah, still shiny. Look at that, beautiful, soft and delicate scent of rose. And then I bought this. It is calendula petals, Ravencia lemon sandalwood essential oil. Antioxidant, protects collagen and elastin, cleanse, replenish moisture, free radicals, tighten the skin, reduces hyperpigmentation. Beautiful, look at it. I actually have one upstairs that I've been using, and I had to buy another one. I had to buy another one of these. You can see all the little petals inside it. Beautiful. And then I bought this one, which was cocoa and orange, cocoa powder, orange essential oil. Moisture, antioxidant, circulation, protects skin from free radicals caused by ultraviolet exposure, cleanse all types, astringent. And I love it. Look at it. Looks like a tasty chocolate bar. Little swirls in it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Cocoa. Almost like chocolate and cream. What else did I? Ah, yes. And then I bought this. She decorated this herself with a little rabbit on it, transfer, and all of these beautiful sparkle paint splashes. And then when you open it, it's got a little rabbit inside it. And this was a little set, and I loved it, and I fell in love with it. And it comes with, once again, it comes with one of her lovely, beautiful flannels in white this time. Oh. And pink clay, this one's tutti. Pink clay, bergamot and cedar wood essential oil. Natural exfoliator, radiance, balancing, skin tone and texture, nourishing, antiseptic, good for acne and soothing. And this is a purple and blue one, really beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. And they make the skin so silky. For I think, you know, especially you know, sort of when we sort of get a bit older, we need to have something that makes our skin feel soft and silky and really beautiful. And in my opinion, these aren't just soaps, they're beauty products. They're beauty products for the face because they make the skin so silky. And this is Rosa, grapefruit, rose geranium, rose yang yang essential oil. Natural exfoliator, radiance, balancing, skin tone and texture, nourishing, antioxidant, all skin types, and restorative. Look. So that's very kind of creamy colour. Nice, because they come as a set. And this one is a green one. Whoops. This one is a green one. So it's called Drop-In Charcoal, Cocoa Powder, Lime, Pine Essential Oil. Oh, look how pretty. Look how pretty they are. Yeah, so that's called Drop-In. This one was called Rosa, and that's called Tutti. And she's put them in these little box like this and rolled up the I can never roll them back in. I can't roll this back in. How do I do it? That way. I've done it. Done it. Yeah, I think so. I'll sort it out afterwards. So then I found another store that also sold homemade soaps and things like that. So I'll show you what I bought. Thress. Just Thress. Yeah, they're called Thress. And they do all kinds of things. And I bought... And he said you can use these on the face. So I can use these on the face if I want to. And I chose lavender and peppermint. Handmade Joy. So I thought lavender and peppermint's nice. And I thought what a nice little covers to them as well. With the flowers. And I got this one. Goat milk soap bar, coconut and vanilla yang yang. And once again, oh, it's got little foxes on it. Look, it's got a little fox. Lots of leaves and things. Little teacup. It's a kind of vintage kind of element to the covers of these. I like that. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Coconut and vanilla and goat milk. I love coconut anyway. And then I bought this. Now, I don't have anything wrong with my skin or anything like that, but I thought a big one of these would be great because I've got these little right, just checking the light again. I've got these little glass jars. They're only that tiny, and I thought, well, and they've got lids on them. I got them from when Martin took me, I think it was for my 50th, he took me to this course you could go on, which was sort of mixing oils together and things like that, and it was to do with Neil's yard, and we got all these little glass dark glass jars as part of it, and yeah, but it's very expensive to start making those kind of things yourself, really, so I don't do that now, you know, because having to buy all those ingredients, and most of the time you had to buy them, you know, sort of, oh gosh, all this Neil Yard stuff. It got very expensive, so didn't really bother with it in the end. Much better to buy off other people all these kind of products like natural oils and soaps and things like that. So I got, so anyway, yeah, so it was Thress Skin Calm Cream. But why I bought it was not because of because I don't have any skin problems. It was for the beautiful ingredients of oat and panthenol, which panthenol's really good. It's sort of, in my opinion, it's sort of, it's like collagen kind of effect. It gives you a nice plumpness. Oat and panthenol formula, soothing care, for dry and sensitive skin, and I thought that was beautiful. So it's a nourishing cream designed to comfort dry, sensitive and irritation prone skin. It's enriched with collodial oatmeal, panthenol extracts to help support the skin barrier and maintain hydration. That is absolutely beautiful, and I can put that, because it's a big one, I could put that in these little glass jars and just enjoy that as a nice moisturiser. So it feels quite cooling as well. You know, this packet, it feels nice and cool. So especially in this weather, but I like, you know, I just think it's really good value. Big one like that. So yeah, did quite a bit of shopping. Another strange thing, well, what shall I tell you first? Yeah, we're still on the market, aren't we? So I looked round different stalls and I saw some beautiful paintings. There was this woman there, she did these gorgeous hand-painted paintings of seaside scenes. They were all oil paintings and gardens and things she'd done, and absolutely beautiful, sort of on a circle like that, and she'd done gorgeous paintings. You could see she'd worked very hard at those, but I'd spent a lot of money by then, because Martin kindly put some money into my bank account to spend for the day. And he says, "No, go on, enjoy yourself," you know. So I did. And we bought some stuff for the picnic in Beacon Park. We bought some beetroot, sort of relish. We bought some cheeses off a guy at the store. What else did we do? Oh yes, what else did we buy? Oh, we went to this other store, and it was very strange actually. I am posting the video. I'm wondering whether to post a video or not actually, because I thought her attitude was a bit odd. In fact, I think it was uncalled for, really. In my opinion, she shouldn't have really started on like that. She actually, I'm never. Put it this way. Martin and I walked up to this store, and there was this guy who was selling Syrian food. Martin and I love Indian food and all that kind of stuff. And we were buying stuff from there for our picnic. Martin bought some samosas and some sort of flatbread, and it was sort of Syrian food, and you know, and it was delicious, and we thought, yeah, we're gonna have some of that, take some of that away. And there were some vine leaves as well. I loved that. And then this woman who was standing there, she was wearing this black and white dress, and I don't know what her game was really, but she started on saying something about going on about pride, to this Syrian guy, and then she sort of turned to me and said, she said, she says, I recommend the food. And I said, okay, thanks. And then she looked, she was just a stranger at this stall. She wasn't anything to do with this guy. She just seemed to be hanging round there. And what was odd about it was that she said to me, where are you from? And I said to her, Tamworth. And she says, oh. And she said to Martin, where are you from? And he said, Tamworth. And he said, oh, my wife used to live in Lichfield. And fair enough. And she went, oh. She says, she says, you look like you've got immigration in you. She says, you got immigration in you. I said, do you mean I look exotic? She says, no. She says, you got immigration in you. And I thought, what's this? And I thought, well, it's not very nice to have a conversation like that when there's a Syrian guy serving food. And he was a lovely guy, nice and pleasant and everything. And she was going on about lineage, and I thought, oh, hello, is she, one of those far right ones? So she started on about, ancestry and all this kind of stuff. Fair enough, she might have been trying to have a decent conversation, but it came across as a bit weird, a bit hostile in my opinion, and I thought, well, don't start talking about, immigration when there's a perfectly decent guy serving food, who is one himself who decided to make a better life for himself. And I thought, well, God's sake, woman, zip it. But she wouldn't, would she? She wouldn't. She just carried on and on and on. And then Martin started going on about the fact that, that he'd actually got some Scottish in him, some sort of Nordic from his family, because his dad's got Dorset in him, and also Scottish as well. From the name Abercrombie, because that went back a bit. But for goodness sake, I thought, just zip it. Anyway, you'll see that this poor Syrian guy was getting more and more uncomfortable by the minute. And I was just sort of, trying to keep things on an even keel, I suppose. But she sort of like got fed up, and she mentioned something about, because she also mentioned something about my eyes as well. And I thought, God, this is really strange, going on about my eyes. And I said to her, well, maybe, I said, some people have said I look French. She says, yeah, that might be it, she says. But I thought, why is she so focused on me like that? How odd, that she should start going on about, you know, the way I look like that. You know, and really, I think, I don't know, but so I thought I'd mention that so you can actually see that the guy, the Syrian guy, actually was, by the end of this, he was like folding his arms like that. Because he probably felt, you know, uncomfortable. And I don't blame him really. So yeah, so I just thought I'd mention that, and then I'll mention the picnic now. So we went into Beacon Park, had this picnic, put our chairs and tables down, started to get the food and everything out, and we were enjoying the sunshine and all the ambience. When I cut myself a slice of cheese, and the cheese knife slipped, sliced down there. Blood came out. Luckily Martin had some tissues, and he had fished in his pocket for these tissues, and he got them out. And I had to wrap them around my finger. We were going to go for a nice coffee or something afterwards, but I was bleeding so much from this finger that we had to go home so I could put a plaster on it. So that slightly cut our day short. But yeah, so I just thought I'd have a little chat like that. Oh, some new wigs came as well from Temu. You know what I'm like for my wigs. So I bought a lot of those. Last time I went shopping on there, and they arrived today. So I'll probably do another little video showing you what I bought there as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one. And that's all I've got to say at the moment. And then see you in the next video, everybody. Lots of love.